Okay, so I think it's 8:15.
Okay.
And it looks that we're soon online or very soon. So we're ready for it, or? So anyway, I just think we just kick it and we just say hello. So yeah, good evening everybody. It's maybe too early to start saying good evening, but maybe we're already online. Otherwise, I repeat myself every 2 minutes with good evening, everyone. So it's another LADEN night, and for the first and actually the second time in history, now after last week's experiment, it's with the great musician Mundi as a very honorable guest star in the new LADEN show. Yeah, we're starting to tell another story. So basically the LADEN is closed and there is nobody there, I guess. And lights are off. And but now we show and we keep the spirit and the same kind of flow and go into kitchens, bedrooms, in the privacy of people in those days. And yeah, so I thought it's great just to open up and connect with places and cities and people and minds, hearts, souls who are interesting and in certain hotspots in Europe these days. And so we have some great people from London, Andrew and Sophie, and then we later also have Vicky in Madrid. So it's a great circle of insights, and the good thing is they're also artists and great artists, and so we're going to have a few special songs by them and an exchange of what's happening these days in those cities all over bridging Europe basically. So yeah, and then I would like open with one song which is not written by me, and I don't know who wrote this song, but it's part of a movie called I think Rio Bravo or Rio Grande or Rio Muy Elegante, I don't know, but it was one of those typical Western scene where you have John Wayne and Dean Martin and Ricky and two other guys, and Dean Martin is basically sitting in a prison cell and starting to play one song. And for me, I mean, I love this song, and it's very mellow and it's very ease and reflects a bit, I don't know, the complexity of these days we're all in, and it reflects a bit also about the paradox of a cowboy that's always in the European and American history. It's always also symbolizing people in freedom. You're moving around and prairies and the sunset and I don't know, saloons, whatever. And there's a lot of freedom around. And so Dean Martin, singing this song in a prison is already something switching and twitching. And I think in some way reflects to the situation we're in, because we are also basically, for the first time in my life, and that's also like half a century soon, a couple of years. So that's quite it's at least more than a generation old, and never experienced anything like a curfew or where society has to keep in, and a Western liberal society has to just really restrict themselves in everything that they want to do. But then also there's a lot of creativity around, and people start sending off from all their bathrooms and living rooms, kitchens, and come with new ideas, and it's new way of communications. And I think it's very exciting what we experience everywhere in the world. And I think there's a lot of new ways and performances established, ways to communicate, and new ways of producing songs and producing maybe theaters, performances. So it's exciting times. And yeah, just I think maybe I keep myself much shorter than I used to in the LADEN. So basically I will start singing the one song, and then we take it from there. And the idea is also to not really have a complete tight plan, but it's basically really in a very loose way, exchanging thoughts, exchanging experiences, telling about situations, and singing songs. So that's it's great that we're here where we are, and we are who we are, why, and because, as we are in this moment, basically, somehow. Who knows? Anyway, so this is, I don't know, it's anonymously. You check out if you, I don't know, Rio Bravo might not be the right name of the song. Later, anyway, find out. If you give Dean Martin, Rio Grande, Rio Bravo. No, the song is My Rifle, My Pony and Me. And this is the song, if you want to look it up, it's very funny. And you see that scene in the prison cell. And so it's just a small performance. The sun is sinking in the west. The cattle go down to the stream. The redwing settles in their nest. It's time for a cowboy to dream. Purple light in the canyon, that is where I long to be with my three good companions. My rifle, my pony, and me. Gonna hang my sombrero on the limb of a tree. Coming home, sweet and darling. Just my rifle, my pony, and me. With a pull in the willow, things are sweet melody right into Amarillo. Just my rifle, my pony, and me. No more cows to be roping, no more strays. Oh, I will see round the bend. She'll be waiting for my rifle, my pony, and me. For my rifle, my pony, and me. So that was Little Dean Martin.
Wow. We got a big audience here, Dominic.
Yeah, it's a great audience already. I love it. It's a great audience. So welcome Sophie, welcome Andrew, welcome Vicky.
Hi there.
Great to have you around in our common living room. It's our new house that we're building. It's like we're living in one flat in different rooms.
Yeah, that's true. It's like
next door.
I love it. Very cool roomies. You know, it's so good.
So Andrew, you're living in London. You're a filmmaker, movie maker. You're a social activist. You have a lot of great, important projects that you're involved in, but also like activism, basically in taking signs and taking moves in those kind of crazy times, I would say. Or so, how does your week look like now in London? That we know that like a week ago everything was open and said we don't really care too much what's going on.
Yeah,
and now I think it's in a different direction.
Yeah, today was an interesting day. So you know, I got up today and I kind of felt like being like the dude, you know, in my bathrobe all day. You know, I just thought, you know, just what's going on, and the whole world is completely crazy. And I thought, no, I've got so much to do. So at 7 a.m, I took advantage of the fact that we could still jog in the park, and there's less and less people around. You know, it really is sort of thinning out. And I jogged around Kensington Gardens, and we have really nice sun right now. It's really wonderful to have such great sunshine right now. And then I coordinated with the support group. So last night I had a really fascinating experience. So what's happening is social activism is also innovating. So we are using new technology, we're using apps, we're using digital platforms, and those platforms are all changing. So, you know, when you have 10, 20 people involved, each person can have a say in it. So they can say, okay, maybe this app needs that tweak or this tweak. So last night I took phone calls from a variety of different people. And so I spoke to them on the phone. There was, it's a guy who was 83 years old. He's got cancer and he needs his medicine. Then there was, I spoke to somebody from a magazine who wanted to promote our work, and then somebody else who wanted to donate money. Then I talked to a pregnant mother who she's at home with being pregnant, and also her husband has the virus. So you can imagine she's very stressed out and she needed morning sickness medicine. So you have all this kind of stuff. So today I got on my bicycle, and again, it's a beautiful weather. So I felt really good to have a reason to be out and to be doing things. And I went to all the pharmacies and picked up the medicine and then coordinated with my team. And then I'll start the process again on, tomorrow, Saturday. So that's how the social activism is happening. It's all grassroots. And you have to be very careful now. When I go and deliver goods, I'm not actually able to meet the people, or I have to wear gloves. I have to wear a mask. So here, there's lots of these little weirdnesses about the day, but somehow you make it feel normal somehow.
And you have kind of a structure then, maybe different shifts, or how do you, if you organize yourself and say, okay, I have time this Friday afternoon, so I'm willing and to chip in, and then I receive information what there is to do, or
this is one of the things that people are advised about. Like, for instance, when I really felt like being the dude, I just thought to myself, one of the important things is to still feel like it's a normal day, to try to bring any kind of normality into your day that you can. So having shifts with this volunteer group is great. It really focuses you, like, okay, Saturday, I've got a 6-hour shift, and you kind of look forward to it, because a lot of the people, sometimes they just want to hear a human voice. And the way I deal with it is I just think, I talk to them as if it's a kind of a normal day, like, how are they and what's going on, and how can we help? But not in an upbeat way. So it makes them feel that they're talking to, another human being on the other end of the line, because these are all people who are isolated and for various different reasons. And having that routine and feeling that you're, that you have a reason for doing things rather than just, which is in a way why also coming to our musicians, I think it's great that we have this platform, and that we can also hopefully not just have musicians come on, but then that we work on having people also donate money and support for the musicians, because we need to support them right now, much like other freelance artists. This is a critical time for supporting people that really need it.
Yeah, I guess in the times it's something completely new, in that way that everything in the performing arts, that basically if you're not allowed to leave your spot, there's no other way that you can perform, basically. So that's completely new sceneries that you face, and also cancellations of basically 100% of all your performances in the next 4 months or something. And then you really see, if you talk to musicians, actors, whatever, there is always a phase where they say things are cancelled until April. Now they're cancelled until June. So it's a new situation, and it's exciting how definitely also in a way there's a lot of positive vibes. So people just switch on, looking for something new and maybe creating something new, and then we'll see what the result will be. But it's.
Yeah, I think that one of the things is that, what I found with the creative community, one of the most wonderful things about it is it is generally a very open-minded community. It's generally a community that travels a lot. That's like tonight, people will see, an artist from Madrid who's having, a very different experience to the experience we have in London. We have also an artist from London who can also give her perspective on that. And I think that what's important is that we all have these sort of ideas that somehow, this is all going to change humanity for the better, etc. The reality is humans are humans, and there will be changes, but I think it's up to us to sort of encapsulate those and to sort of translate those changes into something meaningful, into something that hopefully will then bring some changes once this is over, because there will always be pressures and stresses, and it's how we respond to them, whether it's through music or social activism or whatever it is. That's how we define ourselves and our humanity going forward.
Right, nice. And you said exactly. Maybe we start bridging from London now to Madrid, and maybe we can welcome Vicky.
Hey.
Hey, Vicky. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm here in my bedroom. And I'm happy to be here sharing with you, to play a few songs and to meet each other. And I still stay positive, and I think it's the more important thing right now. And to help each other, of course. And also to play a lot. I'm playing every day more than ever in all my life.
But you played already quite interesting stages in your life. You've been known in TV, and you have big stages. What is your story?
Okay, well, my name is Virginia Maestro. I was born in the south of Spain, in Andalusia.
Oh, muy elegante.
Well, yes, it's a very good place, and I miss that place a lot. So, and my parents, because they are living there. I like to sing since I was a kid. I started like when I was 6 or 7. I started to play and writing songs when I was 10 or 11 years old. And then, till I was 25, I played my songs with my friends. And when I was 25, I went to something similar to X Factor in Spain called Operación Triunfo. And surprisingly, I won it. So I started my own career, and I've been published the last 11 years, like 5 albums, and I think that's my story, like a short version.
Mm-hmm. Great story, I would say. Great story. And how is life in Madrid these days? Do you go out? Do you really stay inside, or how is shopping when you lean out of the window? How is the atmosphere in the city? Because I think Madrid is like Italy. It's having tough times as well.
Yeah.
So even tougher than other cities or places.
Yeah, sure. You're right. Here in Madrid we are living crazy times. I've been here at home like the 15 last days. I went. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Didn't go out.
Yeah, sure. I didn't go out. And I'm living with my sister. We're living on the center of the city, and there's nobody outside. Sometimes I see people, but 2 or 3 persons in the morning. And today was a good day because it was very sunny in the morning. And I went to the balcony and I was playing. I'm trying to learn Lover, that song from Taylor Swift. And it was fun. And, it's crazy, but I try to do things every day to keep me busy and, like thinking about other stuff.
Nice, yeah. And would you have if you sing on the balcony? Would you sing a song for us from you or for whatever you'd like to perform that you also would play in the next days, maybe on a balcony in Madrid?
I'm sorry, are you asking me if I do usually play at the balcony?
No. If you would play a song for us now, one of your songs or any songs, and
yeah, sure.
a song that you maybe would play on your balcony in the next days. But I mean,
okay, maybe I will play something happy. Maybe I would sing "The Time Is Now." That is a song that I wrote like 7 years ago at night at home, like 2 a.m. And this is I think one of my favorite songs that I've written. And so, are you asking me to play it right now, or
it would be great. I mean, es muy elegante te quiere.
I'm trying to do my best. Okay, so this is "The Time Is Now," and it sounds like this. In the twilight of the morning, in your face I can dream. If I'm singing under raindrops, everything reminds me of you again. And she's still wondering just how could I guess you, but I'm fearing that I won't be with you. Might not be in the end, trying to keep with you, close to me, searching for you in the faceless crowd, straight in my life. If you love me now, trying to keep with you, close to me, faceless crowd, straight in my life. If you love me now. Oh, when you saved my soul, I knew that I could want you more and more. Surely every song was dedicated to you alone. And your hands hold me and make believe that I write you my love letters, and I mail them back to me. Trying to keep cool if you're close to me, searching for you in the faceless crowd, spreading my love. If you love me now, trying to keep cool if you're close to me. Faceless crowd, spreading my love. If you love me now, the time is now. Bye, let it day, let it day, the time is now. Bye, let it day, let it day. Bye. The time is now.
Wow, fantastic. Oh man. So, but by the way, just hopefully we can see the whole guitar as well. Just make sure. Just stand back a little bit, just to make sure next time, okay, for the next song.
Sure, I will.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we, Dominic?
Well, maybe you would introduce great Sophie.
Yes, I will do so. Okay, so Sophie, as you know, I'm a really big fan of yours, and I saw you playing first time up at Chalk Farm, and I thought, wow, this is really amazing. And then at the very cool insider club in Portobello called Lalo. And could you just tell everybody here a bit more about yourself? And yeah.
Hey. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of reverb on my mic, I think. Is it good, or how do we feel? Big sound.
Tons of reverb.
Wait, I'm gonna. Hello. Okay, this is a normal human. A bit about myself. I'm a musician. I'm in isolation. I live in London. I've been writing songs since I was probably about 10, 11, and have always been playing guitar. And I've also done some film and theatre music in the last few years. I definitely feel like music right now is sort of saving me. I'm really glad that actually this situation for me personally is an opportunity rather than just a, I don't know, halt, if that makes sense. What would you like to know?
Well, I guess, you mentioned you're in London, but which area of London, and what's your daily kind of life like right now?
So I'm right in the centre of London. So it's quite weird. It's very empty. So I live in Old Street, which is a part of London where mainly people work, and it's kind of like city work area. There's not many people working at the moment. So it's quite a strange environment. There's a lot of I guess people react very differently to times of crisis. And there's a lot of people who will look at everyone with suspicion and sort of jump out of the way in the supermarket, which is fair enough and is safe, but also sometimes like quite alienating, I guess. And then there's also some support around that I see. I spoke to someone yesterday who was part of the mutual aid movement that, Andrew, you're doing. I think it's the mutual aid thing. So it's different communities around London that help each other and that deliver food and stuff. And I spoke to this guy who was delivering like 20 boxes on this small like wheelbarrow thing to old people in the area. And it's just it's like, that's really what a hero. My daily routine at the moment, I mean, in London, we haven't been officially locked down, and we're still, I mean, the government isn't really enforcing all of the measures. So essentially, if someone's job isn't essential, they shouldn't be going to work, but because this isn't being enforced, actually what's going on around my area a lot is a large amount of construction workers are still working, which is absolutely insane that somebody who's building a new build has decided that these construction workers are performing an essential job. And it's just, it kind of makes me sick, to be honest. But they obviously want to build these buildings as fast as possible. So yeah, it's a kind of like we're in this stage in London, but before the like proper enforcement has come in. I mean, there's a sort of rumours of more police and army on the streets, but I haven't really seen anything like that. So it kind of just feels like a bit of a semi-ghost town with like construction workers and people with wheelbarrows of groceries.
Okay.
That was the best description I've got.
Yeah, which sounds like, music needs a lot of inspiration. So I know that you've been inspired by this moment. I don't know what song you want to play for us first, but just, you choose.
Yeah. I'll play it. So I wrote a song recently, which is it's quite funny. I basically just wrote it, so I'm just actually going to put the lyrics in front of me. But it's kind of vision of sort of a situation that's unfolding in London, or a dynamic that's unfolding in just general around the world as a result of this pandemic. But it's kind of image of a person demanding their delivery of some sort of consumable products from a delivery person in the midst of a pandemic, which is, I think, quite a funny image. We'll see. Are you getting the guitar? Can you hear? Is it coming through?
I can hear it. It sounds great. I hope the Zoomer audience can too. Yeah.
Okay. There's a bit of latency. Okay. I cannot hear your speech. Above the sirens, I cannot get too near. I cannot breathe your air. Where are the goods? Will you deliver the new electric parts, the glistened cans? I'm locked in mind. I am entitled to delivery by noon. If you don't mind, I'd like my products, what you can find, to make us happy. Anything will do. Anything that's sweet, anything that's true, anything that breathes, anything that entitled to delivery by noon.
Wow, fantastic.
Bravo!
Okay, so back over to you, Dominic. Yeah.
All right. Then exactly. Then I was inspired by maybe also singing one song, a song that I wrote long ago. It's called Brother, and it's brothers and sisters. It's kind of a song of unity. It's basically 20 years ago, written for days like these when you're locked in your room and and you don't really know where things are going, and then you still have a few chances, either to just completely rely that things are coming out for the best, and or giving up. And but basically this is a song to, in a certain kind of melancholy or in a certain kind of doubt, still taking out hope, you know, like paying for a ticket of I don't know, for the underground or something, and there's always something coming out. Either the coin comes back that you put in, or there's a certain ticket coming out, but either way you have something. At least you have nothing lost. Maybe it doesn't make sense what I'm saying, but anything, it was a spontaneous introduction to an old song of mine, and yeah, so I would say I just play it, and then we take it from there, and yeah, so I just start. Hey, little brother, don't get lost in your ways. There's a drop of poison in the haze. Your words are plain, your sins are dumb. You'll never let it touch your heart. Try to drop the seed now where you stand. Open up your poor unpunished hand and let the rain fall deep inside of you. Many people come, oh, will ignore. Some will throw their papers at your door. You might want to look and pick them out again. I know, you've got to rock it, you gotta roll it, you gotta keep the pace, learn to control it. There's so much space inside your heart. You've got to smile it while it grows within. Don't try to hide it, let it move down to start. Whoa, oh, hey, little sister, don't get lost in your ways. Don't take the sugar from the cane. Don't stop to stroll, don't hesitate. See them afternoons of happy days. Your heart is sunken always over time. Try to let your soul out in the shine. Try to read the books that once were mine, my dear. Try to let the tables to the wall. Try to let it go, and after all, try to let the digits for the call, my love. I know, you've got to rock it, you gotta roll it, you gotta keep the pace, learn to control it. So much space inside your heart. You've gotta smile it while it grows within. Don't try to hide it, let it move down to start. Whoa, frozen times doesn't rhyme. Oh yeah, da-da-da. Oh, hey, little brother, don't get lost in your ways. Still a little drop of in the haze. Leap down the dredges, make your room a better space. Signs of surrender in your face. Try to drop the seat now where you stand. Open up your poor unpunished hand and let the rain fall deep inside of you. Many people come or will ignore. Some will throw the papers at your door. You might want to look and pick them up again. I know, you've got to rock it, you gotta roll it, keep the pace, learn to control it. There's so much space inside your heart. You've got to smile it, or while it all grows within. Don't try to hide it, let it move Hey, little brother, hey, little sister, hey, little brother, hey, little sister. Some of your sons are dumb, some of your words are plain. Seems like somebody sabotaged your game. La ba ba da, la ba ba da, oh ba ba, oh oh mama, yeah, la ba ba.
Fantastic.
Muchas gracias, molto elegante. It's a song to sing by the fire in the kitchen on a Thursday night.
I love it because also you come from a big family, Dominic. So
Yeah.
you know we and everybody in Vienna. You know we have come across you because all of your family are involved in different parts of the art world, in fashion, in photography. So it's yeah, you're all contributing to the sort of musical tapestry of Vienna, which is a very musical city as well, right?
Well, nice words. Thank you.
So I was going to suggest that I think now might be nice, like so Virginia, you were telling us a little bit about you know how's the this current situation is one thing, but in your normal life, what do you do in your normal life? Let's say this wasn't happening right now. What would you be doing tomorrow or on the weekend?
Well, I suppose that I will play out in another city or here in Madrid. You know, every gig has been cancelled or, you know, for later. And I suppose on the weekend I could take my guitar and my bags and go in a bus or train to play with the people and meet the people. Usually I meet with the musicians and write songs, or I don't know, take a walk in the next park, or I don't know, go to a cafe, to a bar and write a letter or something.
Or write some lyrics, maybe, you know, I guess, right?
Sure. I usually write lyrics at home,
Okay.
not in a bar, but I love to go to a bar and put music on my ears and, you know, like write letters or write another things, but not lyrics, because I need to be very focused on that.
So I was going to say, like, if we change this up a little bit, how about if you give us, a couple of songs maybe together, and then we get a little sort of mini set from you now, and then we'll switch it back to London, and Dom, you can help us bring it back to Sophie in London after that. So what do you think about that? Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, so whatever, I don't know what you want to play, but just you choose what you want to play for us now. And
okay,
tell us a little bit about the song as well, you know, just give us a bit of background on it, you know?
I'm sorry,
like,
what?
A little bit of the inspiration of the song. I liked what you said to me earlier today. You mentioned that music to you is like a lifeboat right now, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's I feel that music is saving my head and my, you know, that's why I stay positive and, you know, happy or different, that if I couldn't play or sing, or it's okay. I'm very happy because I'm living with my sister, and that's great, and not to be alone and be with family. But anyway, I'm going to play, and I would love to play to all of you a song. Wait a second. that I used to sing with my parents when I was a child, when I was like 7 years or something. And it's in Spanish. And Antonio Martin used to sing this song. Do you know Antonio Martin?
I don't know who the. Sorry.
I really recommend you, and because he's great. And
oh, by the way, can I interrupt you 1 minute? Right now in London, everybody's clapping for all the workers. It's exactly 8 o'clock, and I can hear it everywhere.
Can you open the windows?
Yeah, hold on, wait. I think we just. Can you hear this, guys? It's incredible. I'll put the. Hold on, wait. I'll put this up here. Wait. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! It's incredible. The whole city. It's 8 o'clock, and the whole city is saying thank you to all the people who are the frontline workers. Woo! It is incredible. Woo! Yeah!
Great flow.
This is really incredible, guys. I don't know if you could hear that, but I guess all the people that are watching in London, they're hearing this right now. And it's quite an amazing experience that our whole city has got together to say thank you to the frontline workers.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Everybody, every window, there's people screaming, and you can still hear it now. It's amazing.
wow.
Sorry to disturb you there, but that was, I forgot about that was happening almost,
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Right,
we did it an hour ago.
Spontaneous. Oh, you did as well?
Yeah, sure. At 8.
At 8 o'clock, so it's all around the world then? Ah, fantastic.
I didn't hear about that in Vienna, but it's great to...
Well, you know what? Vienna better get it organized because...
Yeah, we will. If it's not already, then we will.
All right, good.
So Madrid is also clapping every time at 8.
I think it's
what?
today, no?
Madrid is also clapping every night at 8 o'clock.
Every night at 8 o'clock, and then they play music in the balcony very loud.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and some people dance at the balcony. It's like a little party for grateful, and it's a beautiful moment.
I love it. And we're all here together to hear that. I just love it. Okay, please. Your song from... Yes.
Yes.
As well. Sorry, we just need to see your guitar a little bit better.
I'm sorry. Yes, but my headphones don't let me, so I'm going to try without headphones, and you tell me if you can hear me well, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you very well, right, guys?
Super.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah? Right. Okay.
That's fantastic.
Mira que eres linda, qué preciosa eres. Verdad que en mi vida no he visto muñeca más linda que tú. Con esos ojazos que parecen soles, con esa mirada siempre enamorada con que miras tú. Mira que eres linda, qué preciosa eres, estando a tu lado, verdad que me siento más cerca de Dios, porque eres divina, tan dulce y primorosa, que mucho más cerca de Dios, porque eres divina, tan dulce y primorosa, que solo una rosa caída del cielo fuera como tú, que solo una rosa caída del cielo fuera como tú, que solo una rosa caída del cielo fuera como tú.
Wow, bravo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me well?
Fantastico.
Yeah, really well. Really, really well.
Elegante. Muy grande. Riura.
Arigato. So, should I play one more now or
Yeah,
not?
let's play one more now. Yeah, and tell us about the song and how you maybe came to play the song. Why it's a good song for you.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you well. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah, so just was asking you if you could just tell us about the song and why why the song is why you chose this song. Why
The next one, right?
The next one, yeah.
Okay. The next song is called "Keep Working," and this is the last song that closed my last album, like a positive message, like keep working. Okay, we can do it. And I wrote it with Kate Bowen. She's a good friend of mine. She's a songwriter. I met her like 4 years ago in Nashville. The second time that I went there, and I like this song for finish my gig with you guys, and I hope you feel like better for a while.
Okay, please. We look forward to hearing it for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going. It's hard to be a star when nobody ever looks at the sky, when it never gets dark, it gets harder and harder to shine. You broke your miles, place your bets, pay your dues, get your head on straight, but you just hurry away. So you hit the ground, you're running down a pretty bill, still you feel tougher, but still afraid. But I ain't had enough. I'll keep coming back till it's time. When it hurts, I'll keep working till something, keep working till something works. Grand Canyon, looking down, hearing the fall through the sky. If I don't, then would I drown? 'Cause something in me says I could fly. You broke your miles, missed your bets, pay your dues, get your head on straight, but you just hurried away. So you hit the ground. working. I keep working till something works. I haven't had enough. I keep coming back till it's time. I work on when it hurts. I keep working till something, keep working till something works.
Hey, fantastic! Oh, wow, this is great. So, Dom, over to you, and maybe you bring a nice two little songs from Sophie somehow. So, yeah, please.
Yeah, so we're back from Vienna, right back into London. And Sophie, so what's have you been born in London? Did you arrive in London? What's the story with Sophie with London and Sophie and music? So what's the two? Just in a quick way, not as long as I always talk. Just in your flow. What's your connection to those two important words to all of us, basically?
I think I I said about my relationship to music. I mean, I could talk more. It's hard to talk about your relationship to something like music. I just like to play music a lot. And I was born in London. I'm ashamed to say I haven't really... I lived in Bristol, which is another city in the UK for a bit, but I've mainly spent my whole life in London. Yeah, my relationship to London is a strange relationship. I love it sometimes, and sometimes I just want to run away, but I never do. I kind of nearly have a few times. But I do enjoy London a lot. I like how weird and awkward everyone is. I like how strangely people interact, and how strangely people's creativity manifests as well. Only abstract answers. But I studied philosophy, actually, so yeah. Everything's under consideration and nothing is clear. But
I think that's our situation in life right now. Anyway,
yeah,
so
I feel
I think you're pretty far out there.
Yeah, I'm totally unsurprised. It feels just like my general mind is has suddenly come into being around me. Everything's sort of collapsing. So all the foundations of existence is collapsing, and to me that makes a lot of sense somehow.
Everything is reproducing itself somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it was all kind of fake anyway. It was I guess that's just the nature of existence. We just sort of make it up. And then when things that we've made up fall apart, we can get very freaked out, but it's okay because they'll rebuild or come back together or be replaced by something better or worse. Fingers crossed.
Wow, yeah. I think we have to be aware that it can go in any direction. But I mean, the more we are aware and the more we talk about things, then I think it's the more we also able to connect and to communicate, and also to build things to at least head. If we're talking about relationships, I always like the second word is a ship, you know. And then it's always, if you bigger the boat, the harder it is to maneuver But I think earlier you think about it, then you can make it happen that you don't just crash at some point. So let's see. It's all philosophy in our lives, but so in that way of maneuvering, when was the last time that you entered the streets of London? I mean,
today I had to post something
for shopping or.
Yeah, I go out for shopping. I'm living with my mum at the moment, and she is in her 60s, so I go and get all of the things that she needs, just because she's older and more at risk. But I've been walking for hours. I sort of manically walk and listen to music, which I enjoy. I like manic sounds negative, but I just have been walking. I've been exploring my area in ways that I haven't really done. It's kind of nice to just walk in a direction and not have a destination, because you're not really allowed to have a destination. That's kind of nice. And somehow I've always actually ended up kind of back. I always go in circles. In London, the streets kind of like slowly curve without you noticing, and they kind of form circles. It's true. It's very odd. They like slowly curve, and then you come back around and you're sort of where you started. So I've been enjoying that.
So basically, which you're saying that you never can get lost.
Basically, I'm going mad. You can't.
I'll test about that. I got lost in London many times, so.
Yeah, no, you can get lost, but because of this situation, you don't have like the same time limits. And actually, after getting lost, you inevitably do find your way back to where you came from.
That's a guarantee. So for all the people who are afraid to get lost at some point, let's go to London.
Yeah.
So, Sophie,
apparently.
Would you have another song for us?
Yeah, I'll play a song.
Okay, that's great.
Mini set again. What do you think?
Okay, super. I might get some water for me, if I may.
All right, and Sophie,
go ahead.
Let's do 2 songs from you. Let's have another.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll just tune a string. Okay. I'll wait for him to come back.
Yeah, and I'm also going to get a glass of wine, because I feel like I want to feel like I'm in a bar and I'm listening to it in the same sort of spirit.
Yeah, so you don't need any excuse. You do that.
Yeah, now everybody always says about never drink alone, but that's how we drink now. You have to drink alone.
Yeah. Always drink alone now. How are you, Virginia?
I'm thinking about going to some water, but my kitchen is in the opposite of my bedroom, so I hope you don't mind. But I'm really thirsty.
Do it. Go and get water. It's important to stay hydrated.
Okay,
thank you. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, like I said before, we had a green room and we had production assistants. We could make sure we get. Maybe we can organize pizza delivery for you guys next time.
Wow.
So then I don't know.
That would be fun.
Right? I think
I would like that.
Yeah, food delivery is still happening. Okay, so there we go.
Yeah, well, all the deliveries. That's
and actually, I'd like to make a message out to everybody who's watching that we absolutely want you to come back again next Thursday, and we're going to do the same thing next Thursday. And we'll also have people from different parts of the world bringing their stories, bringing their music, and hopefully by next Thursday, we also want to start a little, maybe with your help, we can start a fund to help the musicians. So we'll get a PayPal account up, we'll get whatever we can, different ways that you can contribute to the artists, because normally at LADEN, Dominic's wonderful club, The hat is passed around. People are helped in different ways, and so it's very important that we do that, and also make sure that if the artists have merchandise, that you track down their website, buy their stuff, and please follow them and spread their wonderfulness everywhere you can. All right, so Dom's back now. Sophie, everybody. So I'll give a toast, Dom. Here we go. Cheers. Here's to Madrid, Vienna, and London. We're missing Madrid right now. I think Virginia's still off.
Yeah, she went to get some water as well.
It's good to have some water at one point. Yeah. Here she is. Perfect.
Oh, great. Okay, so we were just giving a toast. So here we go. Madrid, Vienna, and London. Here we go. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you very much. It's very. I like that way in a very natural flow that those things come together, and and it happens as it is. Like today at noon, it wasn't clear in what way of setting we're going to make this night happen, and I like it that things just form themselves in a way. But when the will is around. And Will is just also a good name, but basically, we're all around. So for the sake of beauty and the sake of sound and the sake of London,
please.
Sophie, you're ready to flow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. I'm going to play a song called Crush.
Good.
I think. When I first saw him, I'd wait out patiently watching, 'cause darling, only I knew we'd be falling, dragging our old habits to die. The thinning iris of an eager eye, just to feel young would be nice. And too much time watching romance on TV, too little time in a healthy family environment. When I first saw him, I'd wait out patiently watching, 'cause darling, only I knew we'd be falling, dragging our old habits to die. In the public square we'll cry, in the public square we'll cry. When I first saw him, I'd wait out patiently watching, 'cause darling, only I knew we'd be falling. Too much time watching romance on TV, too little time in a healthy family environment. When I first saw him, I'd wait out patiently watching, 'cause darling, only I knew we'd be falling. So I just did a little experiment at the end.
Wow, I love it.
That's what I love about you, Sophie. You have all this. You're always experimenting all the time. You're constantly. Everything is like fluid with you. It's wonderful. It's beautiful to see. So, what are you going to play for us next?
I actually might switch guitars and do.
Okay.
I'm going to play a song that is. I wrote it quite recently, but it feels very relevant right now. It's just kind of a song that questions what you might do, like what people might do, or what one might do in a time of crisis, which is now upon us. And it doesn't actually have a name yet. Let me know if this sounds okay. Can you hear this acoustic guitar?
I love that. It's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Maybe turn it.
Is it audible?
Maybe it needs to be a bit higher. I think the guitar. Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
Okay. Right. Have taken this to bed? Did I profit from its death? Did I no less? Come on, put down your prize. Take out your body and press it to mine. We are the spawn of a difficult time. Take out your body and try. When it comes to cold, would I take what's left to store? Would I take it to the States? Would I burn them at the stake? Would I put down your pride. Take out your body and press it to mine.
Wow, bravo. Fantastic. Beautiful. So beautiful. Such a
Nice
beautiful
one.
song. Wow, wow.
Nice.
So, now back to Madrid, I think as well, right? Dominic, what do you think? Yes?
Perfect. Let's go to Madrid.
Yeah. So Virginia, you've been hearing a little bit about London and about Spain, and you know a little bit about Vienna. How do you feel in general about how different types of people around the world are responding in different ways? You know, do you think there's a kind of a cultural element to it? Is there a spiritual element? What's driving? What do you feel is driving us?
Whoa. Well, I'm not sure if I understood your question, but are you asking me what the difference between us I can see in our culture, or
in a way? Do you see some sort of differences in a way, or do you see there are similar ways that we're all responding? You know, do you see the similarities or the differences?
Well, I feel here with you guys, I feel some connections, like in a musical way. Yeah, I love the way she plays and sings. She reminds me of one of my favorite singers, Billie Holiday. And she reminds me a lot like alternative Billie Holiday.
That's great.
Singer, songwriter.
Yeah.
And he reminds me, I don't know if it's like if I were right now in some place of Nashville with your head and your guitar and your John Wayne song, and it's like if we were in a Bluebird Cafe session, and I feel like I'm not different except for Spanish language, but the influences I feel like they are similar or connected at least.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful thing. So Dominic, can you just, because give us a bit of the history of the LADEN, because I always have this idea that LADEN is about open-mindedness, it is about connection, it is about bringing people together from around the world. I mean, and when did this start and how did it start? Just give people who maybe don't know the LADEN, a little bit of history about it.
Well, yeah, good question. I mean, I don't really maybe know, but I mean, I just lived it, so I can tell. But the idea was when I finished school a long time ago, last century, I just had, without knowing about it, not consciously, it was just an inner feeling of going out and exploring the world. And exploring the world meant to me just taking my guitar, and I think I was only 16 when I learned to play the guitar, so I was just playing guitar for 2 years or 2.5 years, and I went out to the city where the Autobahn basically and the highways is leading into European highways, and so I was hitchhiking with the guitar in the back for a long time. And at that time, there was no cell phones, whatever, so it must have been quite a tough shock to the parents, just disappearing for weeks, months. In the end, it was almost like 2 years, you know, in the way of being around, playing in Paris, Amsterdam, Rome, playing in London, and playing everywhere, and always connecting with people and being on the road. And people brought you sometimes 300 kilometers, you know, and just for a thank you. And sometimes it performed in the back of a car, being their radio station. They brought me really miles and miles. And so also this idea of not being able to thank those people who helped you and support you, but you give the thankfulness to someone else. You know, it's kind of a sharing in this way. And initially, to all the people who who carried me and took me along, I really started to remember the number plates, because I thought when I come back from this journey, I will write everyone a letter, not knowing like that the data was impossible to find out, and who are those guys who were driving that car. But anyway, so from that time I remember number plates, which is a stupid talent, and I also remember birthday nows, but I just remember numbers because I taught this to myself. But I mean, anyway, so the school for me was to be able to say thank you, or the good things that you receive. You're not always able to give back to the people, the persons, to the souls that gave you. So in the end, you just give it to someone else in the end instead, in their name, basically, unconsciously, or to be unnamed. And it's a way of give and take and giving. And so anyway, so I got back back to Vienna in the mid-90s, and then I found my lady, kind of found exactly, and then also like the LADEN as a space, and studied in Vienna, and I financed my studies by performing and playing music, and so I just got that was my new center, the city. And the LADEN was also for me like a living room, and that is always inviting people who are touring through this world, just like I was before. And so for me, it's like without leaving the city, if you have people from Bombay or Tokyo, you have people from South Africa, New York City, Nashville also, as you mentioned, Nashville every now and then. So everywhere in the world, and many European other places as well. So it's a great melting pot on a small kind of basis, like in your living room. So in the end, that's 20 years ago now, that every Thursday night this place is running and is open. And so there is of people who performed at the real big stages in this world to upcoming and uprising stars. So it's a nice mix. Movie makers, scientists, just people.
I love that.
Maybe it just was a too long explanation because I'm not even halfway through. Maybe I stop it but anyway, the idea is it's a melting pot, and it's a living room, and especially Vienna, I think, is known as a city. Right now, it reminds me to a time that's called Biedermeier in the 19th century, where there were strict laws of trying to surveillance of a society, so people just withdraw into their own homes. And a new culture was established, so the cultures of the salons and exactly trying to redefine your own home. So basically, this is something. It's a modern digital Biedermeier that we're in now, which is very exciting, I think, to me to follow and to see everyone all over Europe to be able to still perform. So even if we are now just trying to weasel us in like a tartaruga, like a, how do you say, like a Schildkröte, like a turtle. Isn't it turtle?
I'm getting a bit of weird feedback. Sorry, 1 second. Hold on.
No, weird feedback is live. Live sometimes has a weird feedback, and we're in the middle of that.
We're creating an experimental sound. So let's I'm looking at the time a little bit. So we're going to try to finish at around 10 o'clock European time, or Vienna time.
Vienna
right?
time, yeah.
So what I'm thinking right now is I think we have time. I think we have like 20 minutes. So Dom, remember we have that sort of little thing that we want to do at the very end with everybody, which they don't know about yet, but they'll find out, and it's very cool. And maybe they know. I don't know. Maybe you told them. Hold on, we've got this. What's the feedback coming from? Is that something? Hold on, wait. It could be Sophie's high-tech stuff going on there.
It's okay. It looks like a soundtrack to my fire. So
Yeah.
okay.
All right, Sophie's going to try to figure this out live.
I think she did.
So what I think was we now go back to Madrid. What we'd love is a last 2 tracks. So maybe you think of the last 2 tracks you want to play us, Virginia, and you tell us what they are. And so last 2 tracks from you, last 2 tracks from Sophie, and then we close out with our little thing that Dominic's going to help us with. I think sounds like a good plan, no?
Yeah, right. So just 2 more songs?
Yes, 2 more songs. So you choose what you want to play for us.
Okay, well, I would like to play Licor and Del Sur.
Can you tell us a little bit about those songs, please?
Yeah, sure. Licor is on my last album. Is a like a sweet and tender song, like when you miss someone from your past, but you know that that person is on the past and you don't want to come back, but it's sweet to remember and, you know, like do something beautiful like a song. And this this is Licor, so I'm going to. You tell me, please, if you listen well or not.
Okay.
Oops. So this song is one of my favorite parents. I don't know how to say that. My father and my mother loves this song.
All right, that's fantastic. Don't forget we want to see your guitar as well, so step back when you can.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, and don't forget to step back a little bit so we can see the guitar, okay? If you can.
Sure.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you. That's great. Yeah, that's cool.
Los besos que te di no pueden regresar y de nada servirá culparme por huir y yo, y yo, extraño tu licor y a sorbos me hundiré. La sensación feroz de no retroceder y yo, y yo, nunca pude remediar la vida que soñé, fue pura mi verdad. ¿Dónde miras que una vez me asusta el porvenir? Te añoro en soledad. Y si una vez gané, el resto lo perdí. Yo no supe que apagué la llama que prendí. Y yo, y yo, si quieres.
Oh, shit. We lost the sound.
Oh,
Wait.
there's a little cable.
Oh, damn, we lost the sound. That was such a lovely song. Well, I was feeling very emotional.
Yeah, it is a beautiful song.
Yeah, how can we let her know that there's no sound? Hold on, wait. Hi, maybe we give a wave. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's back again. Is it?
Yeah.
Nunca pude remediar la vida que soñé, fue pura mi verdad. ¿Dónde miras que no ves? Me asusta el porvenir. Te añoro
Oh, it's so beautiful. Wow, honestly, I really, it's cool, but hearing a song like that at a time like this just makes you feel so emotional, you know, like really, wow. And so can you tell why is this song a favorite of your parents? Did they fall in love to this song or?
No, I wrote this song like 3 years ago or so, and I don't know. I think it sounds familiar for them. I think this song has a big influence of the songs that we used to sing together when I was a child. Like I don't know how to say bolero, but it's a kind of music that we used to sing, and I think I have that influence in this song in particular. Maybe, I don't know. I have to ask him.
You mentioned Billie Holiday earlier, and I feel like also you have an old soul in you as well. You know, like we say that. I don't know how you say that in Spanish, but in English we say sometimes somebody has an old soul inside them. You know, it doesn't matter. And you carry that, and that passion comes through in how you're playing. It's truly beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
No, really. So what is? Please play us. So I guess your last song for this evening.
Yeah.
What do you want to play? Please let us know.
I'm going to play Del Sur, which means from south or from the south or something like that. And this is the title of the album and also of this song. And I want to sing it because I wrote it again in Nashville, and I'm a little bit obsessed. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I think it's fun. And I'm talking about that place, and I'm telling in this song that how it's that possible that I feel that every time that I'm going there and every time I think about that place, I feel like if I were from there. You know, when you go to some place and you feel that you fix perfect in with that person or that place in this case, and I feel that with Nashville, and I think it brings me a good vibe, and I want to, you know, share it. I hope you like it.
We will. I'm sure we will. Thanks.
Okay. So. Okay. La gloria de ganar fue solo rumor. Muy poco queda ya de aquella canción. Vuelve a sonar siempre. El norte que perdí hoy vuelve a
Bravissima. Fantastic. Really wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. That's really wonderful. So stay around with us. We're just going to pass it. We'll all finish the show together, and we'll just pass over to Dominic and Sophie for the last two songs of the night. Dominic, please.
Yo, so great. I like Vicky. Your songs are really great. I think they came like you have the old Napoli songs of the 30s and 40s. Then you're going through Billie Holiday. Then you're going through. There's also this special song I think in Canto Hondo or something, Andalusia, and Garcia Lorca. Anyway, it combines a wide range of music history. So it was really inspiring. Just and it felt like being on a journey, basically. So
Wow,
yeah,
thank you so much.
I like it. Muy elegante. Muchas gracias. And I
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
That's good. That's good. The songs meant a lot to us. So it's yeah. Let's enter into London. The guitar is attuned.
Oh, we're getting that little bit of crackly feedback again.
Yeah.
That sort of wire. I don't know if this.
I think that's one of the mixed connections of
Yeah.
guitar and whatever. Synthesizers maybe.
Yeah, that's the technology of music. Okay, good. That's gone now. That's fantastic. Oh no, it's back again. Hold on. Something somewhere. Okay, now it's gone. Are we good? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, we've lost your sound now altogether. No.
Oh,
Okay, we've lost your sound now, Sophie.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ditch all of this shit and just go through the laptop.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Wait, let me just move to around. Yeah, it fails eventually.
No, it's all right. I think we did very well, though. I liked it. It was very cool. It was a good test.
Okay, I'll just tune this guitar. I'll do it on the acoustic. Can you hear me enough? How is it? How's the sound?
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's good. Yeah, that as long as you have I think we can hear. I can hear the guitar very well, and your voice always comes out fantastically. So that's good as well.
Thinking that you can hear is the first step to actually hearing.
Right. But don't kill yourself with the microphone, please. Let's keep you alive for another. Let's keep you alive for another concert. There we go.
Okay, can you? Is this okay?
Wait. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Right, guys? What do you think? Everybody happy?
This is actually
Really fine.
Yeah, it feels very intimate. I feel like we're really there with you in your room.
It's got more intimate as the journey has progressed.
Good. Hopefully we can all have a cup of tea together afterwards. So.
Okay, yeah. Should I play a song?
Yeah, so finish us out with two songs. So what do you want to play?
I'm going to play a song called Gaping, which is about sort of just like emptiness and how it can be destructive, but also maybe how to combat it, which is quite relevant since I guess a lot of people right now feel like there's a lot of space created in their worlds because of a lack of things to do. But yeah, it's called Gaping. I'm in the pulling anchor of my bed. I'm in the pulling anchor of my
waiting in this silent and unsaid. Our souls cannot rest. Our souls cannot rest. I'm in the keeping. I'm in the pulling anchor of my bed. I'm in the keeping open of your eyes. I'm in the broken shadow of that time. We're in a random motion of your mind. Searching through the nothing for a reason you would lie. I'm in the keeping. I'm in the keeping. I'm in the I'm in pulling anchor of my bed. I'm in the pulling anchor of my bed. Waiting in the silent and unsaid. Our souls cannot rest.
Wow.
Wow, bravo.
Oh my God. Wow.
I mean, well, we have to go over a little bit. So please, Sophie, play us your last song and maybe tell us a little bit about it.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. Maybe I played too long.
No.
Fantastic.
There is no
There's no too long.
there's no exactly.
We're not going
We're
anywhere.
in the flow.
We're still here.
We're in the flow.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I played this other song. The last song I'm going to play is called Parasite. And it is about, well, it's quite interesting right now as well, because it's kind of about this feeling of being parasitic that a lot of people can have in society. And I guess right now, in a lot of societies, especially in the West, people are being put into the same situation that a lot of people are in all the time, which is being screwed over by the government when they need help. And I guess this song is about many things like that. Many things aside from that, but including that kind of feeling within society when the government that you are living under doesn't really care about your circumstances. Anyway, it's called Parasite.
I love it.
parasite. I don't mind the parasite life. It's alright. Dead living never die. Can I use your mind to move all my limbs? Can I take your blood and leave just my sins? I am stuffed skin. I am stuffed skin. Give me your nutrients. I need them. Dead living never dies. I am stuffed skin. I am stuffed skin. I am stuffed skin. Give me your nutrients. I don't feel like much more than
Wow. Wow, fantastic. Amazing. Really beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Nice role. Has a bit of a Led Zeppelin feel to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Song.
Yeah. Houses of the
Song
Holy. Yeah.
Yeah. So the funny thing is now it's 10 o'clock Vienna time.
Yeah. Nice.
So in the LADEN for the last 20 years, always after 10 o'clock, you're not supposed to clap anymore. You only wave your hands because the neighbor upstairs it's where we have our living room. It's a neighbor upstairs has her bedroom. So after a certain time, it's good if we don't interrupt the flow of music by clapping hands, and we just keep the flow going and the music going. So it's this is always the turning point where I just stop clapping and wave my hands. But on a visual basis, that's just fine. You know, that's just it's just good. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I have one song that I wanted to perform because there is just because also the word kitchen is in, and I'm in my kitchen, so it's a song by Mark Geary, a regular guest in our living room in the LADEN, a great Irish songwriter who lived long times in New York City, now back in Dublin. Really amazing songwriter, Mark Geary. Irish, the craftsmanship of the Irish of songwriting, and very much beautifully aligned to the craftsmanship of songwriting in London and songwriting in Madrid. So there's been a lot of different kind of forms of songwriting, which is great. And I would perform that song, and then we take it from there into the grande finale that we will announce. And but anyway, I have to say thank you, Andrew, for all the givings to the whole flow that you created alongside and bringing Sophie in, and thank you, Vicky, and yeah, it's been a great. It feels like we're in kind of a sitcom, and we're in the same flat, and everybody has one room that he's occupying for 2 years or something.
It's true.
Something, there's something special in the house.
Really, I mean, like, that's my milk. I remember, and Virginia,
Sorry.
my shelf on the fridge is the third shelf, not yours. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, well, that's where the sign is on, no? La leche, dulce e leche, muy importante.
All right, so let's.
Anyway, this is
Gary,
and then we take it. So. And exactly, this is also the reason why I like to play some songs with a capodaster. And this is the capodaster, grande. And because once you're close to fire, I think I like the feeling of having a fire and then cutting your guitar with the capodaster. And everything sounds different in a way. And you get into an Irish flow, basically. Crystal clean. Then you put me in my resting place. Besides the cubs, there was no place for fear. There's someone calling me. Don't listen to me. We go through the hoop before it beats me. Then I watch you wash away your life and polish up the forks and knives and watch the crystal disappear. And I try to run at your expense and make some jokes at my expense and watch you suddenly and hear. There's someone calling me. Just hearing you talk, don't listen to me. Hail Mary, motherless grace. Hail Mary, motherless grace. Hail Mary, motherless grace. Hail Mary, motherless grace. And we go with the flow. Hail Mary, motherless grace. Hail Mary, motherless grace. Hail Mary, motherless grace. All right, so we take it from here. Thanks for Mike setting up the technical stuff and being here with us, setting all the imagery and the sound together. Hands up for Mike here in the house.
Mike, we love you, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, that's
Motherless grace.
wow, fantastic, super.
Guys, up to you.
And also, let's make a shout out to Juan Zelada, who very had an eye accident, and he's up in the mountains outside Madrid. So you can imagine in this time it's very hard to even get a doctor. So he was going to play tonight, and then he very generously said, "Hey, I've got this amazing friend, Virginia Maestro, who came to play for us. So thank you, Juan, very much. Muchas gracias for your generosity and your and bringing us this beautiful spirit. I mean, really amazing spirit. This I think we've all been very lucky tonight to have Virginia Maestro and Sophie Naufal. To have these spirits from Vienna, to have Dominic, to have all three of you, and I see how the three of you connect together and play off each other and get the vibes off each other, and it's really wonderful, a really wonderful experience to be here and have that, and hopefully for our audience as well. Yeah, so what about I think two things. One is a reminder that we're going to be here again next Thursday, right, Dominic?
Yeah. So I mean, the idea is as long as our place is closed and the living room is closed, I think we open up a virtual. It feels a mix of analog, virtual, digital, whatever. It is a new living room. I think it's kind of a ongoing sitcom in a way of beauty and sharing arts and sharing and getting into different rooms, living rooms, bathrooms, kitchens. Whatever, balconies, and it feels like being connected. It feels really like we create new flats, basically, and new houses. So the way I can see all of your rooms, I feel like it's really next door, and so I think this is something really special. And
we also have to all tidy up. That's the other problem is you have to keep our rooms clean now, which really sucks. You know, I like throwing my stuff everywhere.
But all the problem starts on that point. But on a digital way, I mean, like it's a digital cleaning, you know, it's a download away. But I mean, who knows? Anyway, so I think it's
time. What do you think? Right? It's about that time for the last.
Yeah. I think we're coming to the very end, and I'd like to invite all of you to join me in a song. I don't know. I have played 20 years ago in the bars of Paris or in the parks of London, and but definitely not for a long time. But now the song seems jolly right, because I think it was written in London or thereabout, or Cambridge, maybe Oxford, by a group of comedians, as a title song of a movie that actually wouldn't have been there without one of the four Beatles. George Harrison co-funded this song. Co-funded the movie, The Life of Brian, because no other producer would just dare to invest in the movie like this. But George Harrison said, "Okay, I'm ready to go into this," and so basically, it'd be great if you join in performing a song. And this is also a dedication to everyone who has a birthday today, and we have a couple of important people who are part of the LADEN flow. Like I don't know if Mickey is still watching, but it's 40th birthday today.
Hey, Mickey! Right, we'll drink to Mickey.
Exactly.
Love it.
For all the sound all over this year, all the live recordings, everything, the joyful fun. Anyway, whether you hear it now and you listen, or if you just you're there, but anyway, we are thinking of you, and also Ines, and really like more or less next door neighbor also has birthday.
Yay, yes.
And 26th of March is a beautiful day. So I mean, to all of those who are part of Mickey, Ines. We're singing a song which is part, I think, could be an anthem, I think, of these days.
Yeah, it is the anthem of these days. And I think that, how about this? We see if everybody who's watching can also join in. So how about we tell them now what the song is, right? Which is?
I think it's a song from Eric Idle from the movie Life of Brian.
Exactly, and it's called Always Look on the Bright Side of Life.
Okay, cool.
And so what we decided is when we finish these broadcasts, we're gonna basically encourage everybody to join in. So let's give everybody a moment to pull up the lyrics on their mobile phones or their laptops or whatever, right? So I've got them here. They're bouncing around a bit because I've got so much rubbish here. I should just download them properly.
Exactly.
So if everybody now watching can find the lyrics of the song, and wherever you are, I mean, there are people watching from LA, there are people watching in Romania, in Vienna, in New York, in London, Madrid, like all over the world, Vietnam. So wherever you are, pull up the lyrics to the song Always Look on the Bright Side of Life from Monty Python.
By the way, we have listeners from Romania and we have listeners from New York. I was just...
Yeah. It's very cool, right? So, so does everybody have the lyrics?
Good choice.
Yeah. And then maybe you three, if you want, I don't know how we're going to do it. I think Dom, I guess you sing the... Dominic, you sing the main parts, right? And then at least at the very...
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I haven't sung this song for a long time, but I would play it in for Vicky and Sophie, if you like. It's A minor. That's the start, you know. We can... Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. So we can, this was like, just to get the tune for everyone here. It's a choir.
I just got a really nice message from a film student. She's Chinese, but she was going to film school in London. And she said, that's something we really need right now. So, you know, so this is good. So this song is really important to people, I think.
I think it's good. It's good. Exactly. So let us... just let's start, you know, and then we take it from there, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's life isn't perfect. And
right, we'll figure it. And I'm just going to join in on the chorus. Okay, I'll just sing the.
That's good. That's good. Everybody joins in on the chorus.
Yeah, we have to. All three of us. Okay, four. Okay, so
that's about the flow of it exactly. So I'll have to cheers, guys. Muchas gracias, Andrew, very much. It's for me a new living room here, right here. I think as long as we stay here as where we are, and I believe that in the end, you know, so every week we're inviting new flats and new rooms, and it's going to be a really huge hotel, grand hotel in the end.
And hopefully at some point, all of us will meet together, obviously, and we can share whatever we share. I don't know whether it's, you know...
We have a fireplace and sing this song that we're going to sing now, at least, you know.
Yes, and we have some jamon serrano. We have some...
Me too.
Yes, right? You have some jamon serrano?
Ah, muy elegante.
Yes. I have jamon serrano, the best. Hey, I'm worried about the chords. You said it starts on A minor. Okay.
A minor. Yeah, I only got A minor as well.
Just have to warm my place. Okay, it's A minor. Some things in life are bad. D7. They can really G make you mad. E minor. Other things just make you swear and curse. It's a G. You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When
it's okay.
Thank you.
Chewing in large gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And whistle helps the thing turn to the best. I start again.
Yeah, okay, so start from the beginning. Everybody out there, hopefully you're ready now. You've got the lyrics, and Dominic is about to start. Got it?
Exactly. For all of us, everyone involved here, we're all here going through this together in all our living rooms, with all our birthdays, with everyone, and wherever we are. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Muy elegante.
Yeah. Cumpleaños.
Cumpleaños. Let's take it from here. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle, and whistle how things turn out to the best. And always look on the bright side of life. And always look on the bright side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to love and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chums, and just press lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always right side of life. Da 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 da.
Always look the bright
Side of life, wherever you are. Da da. But life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a blow. Forget about your dream, give the audience a grin. Enjoy your last one this year anyhow. And always look on the bright side of life. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. And always look on the bright side of life. Da-da-da-da-da. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a love and death, a joke, it's true. You see it's all a show, keep laughing as you go. Just remember the last love is on you. Always look on the bright side of life. And always look on the bright side of life. Diddy. Come on, Vicky. Yeah, one more time.
Okay.
always look on the
Right side of
The guitar is in Vienna, the voice is in Madrid.
always look on the bright side of life.
Ooh, ba, 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 ba. And we're opening to London. Come on, that's where the song is from. More or less. Definitely that island. It's an island song, written on an island, made for an island. We're all in Ireland, in isolation. And isolation comes from island, or island comes from isolation. So, Sophie?
Yeah. Oh, where are we in it?
We're getting in a flow.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Ba-da, ba-da,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life.
Shoo-be-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sing it like Billie Holiday.
Lord.
Sing it like Nashville.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life.
Shoo-be-da-be-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, yeah, yeah. the Spanish words for it. Siempre hasta las huevos muy luego de las vidas importantes.
Yeah, more or less. Yes. Yeah, just like that.
Something like that. Well, listen, I think that was absolutely beautiful. Whoa, let's give ourselves a clap, guys. We've done an amazing. I love this. Woo!
Nice.
It was very funny.
Oh, wow. It's so
Nice.
Great. All right. Well, Dom, so what do you think? So I think we have to do this again, right? Was this you know?
Yeah, I think it's a... Oh, I mean, definitely. I think it's as long as we're set to stay all over Europe, basically all over the world, you know.
As long as we have each other. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's
I think
great.
we're all in the spirit. So I think from our artists, so hopefully it's been a great experience for you, and hopefully we can also maybe have you back at some point. You never know how long this is going to go on for. Maybe in the future we'll do, we can meet each other over this way, and I think technology will advance. We'll all develop, and we'll all have home studios, and we'll all be able to broadcast faster internet. And so, Sophie, I hope it's been a wonderful experience for you, and it's definitely been a great experience for us.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you for asking me to come on.
I'm really happy. And also for you, Virginia. So, we're all worried about Spain, and so we're happy to see you healthy. And your sister. We say hi to sister, and also to Sophie's mum, of course. Hello, mum. Hello, sister. And Virginia, hopefully it's also been a good experience for you as well.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, it was a great experience to meet you and hear you listening, and it was fun too. So take care, and a big hug.
Yes, yes. Very big hug to you guys too.
And now we can't do real hugs.
Yeah, no, abrazo. I think abrazo. Yeah.
Yeah, so, sure.
Yeah, and but we will. Let's promise to give each other a hug when we meet in each other's cities. Madrid is a beautiful city. London is a great city. Vienna is a great city. So I'm sure our paths will cross again. I'm sure somehow. And let's all stay in touch. Dominic, bring it home.
Yeah, mesdames, messieurs, I have to say it was a beautiful evening. Very nice. I'm very thankful that you appeared in my living room without ever having been in my living room. So that's a new kind of magical flow. Thanks to Mike for bringing in the whole streams of channels where we all or setting all our rooms together, so we all meet actually and are able to talk. Thanks for everyone who's part of this, and let's continue in developing all those links into different kind of places and sharing it. And I think it's a beautiful thing of sharing music, sharing a lot of privacy, because I mean we are where we are every day. And we don't hide, So we are out there and sharing it. It's also a very special moment, and where actually by governmental power, you have to hide, but then again you show more than you would normally show. I mean the thing that I allow those stupid kind of laptops to go into, I never allow them normally. It's just these days where you just open up in order to exchange as much as you can. And it's beautiful to be connected to Madrid and London and to all of you guys. And so it's I hope we see us again. We definitely see us again in some way.
We will.
And thanks, Andrew. Give it a big wave to Andrew. For everything you do also between London, supporting the Londoners in their heavy times. Yeah. Having your arms back to like also Greek islands, in the refugee history of it all, that we all tend to forget right now, all those situations, what's happening.
Very true.
That's
very true. Yeah.
And there's so many different spots that we tend to forget, and but you there, and that's beautiful and that's powerful. Thank you, Sophie, for entering into your living room. Actually, we're all in your bedroom, so that's also like a very, it's a showing and sharing privacy and sharing all the privacy. I think every song is also like a little bit of showing your bedroom and bathroom, because every song is a lot of privacy involved, and that's strong. And so thank you, Sophie, for all the songs and just being part of it. And thank you, Vicky, for also as exactly Sophie and you, very spontaneous, just being ready to enter into people that you don't really know, and or at least me, you don't really, know. So it's it's been very special, and it's been an open flow, and it'd be great to continue that flow. So
and let's remind people that we will be here again next Thursday,
all right,
between 8 and 10, or 8:15 and 10:15, I guess, right, or a little bit longer. And that's European time, Vienna time. And also to look up Virginia Maestro and Sophie Naufal, two incredible talents that we've been extremely lucky to have here tonight. And also to remember to support your local musicians. And we will get some sort of payment system up so that we can try to spread the love with the musicians and the artists who are really suffering right now. And, some people can do their stuff digitally. Still, they can still sell, I don't know what.
Them, exactly.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't. So we have to remember those people. And we're all one society, one group, one humanity, and do what you can to make the suffering better for other people, and that will make the suffering better for you. So I think that's the trick. It's like a really simple trick. So that's it, right? What do you think?
I think that's basically it.
All right. Well, guys. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And to everyone. Muchas gracias. Y buenas noches. Y hasta la próxima pasta.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Gracias.